Hello and welcome to my channel. I am so excited that you're here. I'm Ashley and today I'm going to be trying a full face of first impressions. I love these videos and I'm really excited to make one. Now today all of the products that I am trying are from my running wish list. It's a list that I keep on my phone. When I see a product I like, I throw it on there, and for this video I just went through that list and I ordered some of the items that I've been having my eye on for the longest or the ones that I was most excited about. So we're going to be trying those today. Most are luxury and hopefully most are good. Luxury doesn't always equal great, but I'm hopeful that we're going to find some winners in there. Before we get started, if you would hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, I would greatly appreciate it. I have several more first impression videos planned, and so if you like these kinds of videos, I think you'll really enjoy those. Also, be sure to head over to Instagram and find me there. I have my March giveaway going on right now. I've got a Natasha Denona Love palette in there, a Gucci mascara, some skincare pics. I'm really excited about it, so head on over there and enter that giveaway. All right, let's get on to the makeup. Since I am going to be trying a new foundation today, I'm going to keep my primer the same just so I can compare this foundation a little better to my current holy grail, which is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So my general primer routine is I put the Tatcha Silk Canvas on my nose and pretty much right through here where I can have enlarged pores since it is a pore filling primer. And then I use the Too Faced Hangover primer for the rest of my face because it's a moisturizing primer and I tend to have drier skin. Okay, so today I am trying the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. You guys, this is a $150 foundation. That is an insane price tag, but this landed on my wish list because I saw amazing reviews with some really gorgeous photos that just kind of blew me away. So we're gonna see if this will work for me. It's supposed to be a medium to full coverage foundation. It says it will give a soft, radiant finish and is supposed to be light diffusing. So let's just go for it and see. Just for reference, I ended up going with the shade 2.0 Buff. I am actually self-tanned right now. That is kind of sad to say. This is as dark as I get with self-tanner. And this was the shade that was right for me. I'm going to be using this 102 Silk Finish brush from Zoeva. I normally do kind of buffing motions around the outside of my face. And then when I get to the inside of my face with my prop up area of my nose, I'm a little more precise and kind of try to stipple it in there. Now this is the true test when I get to my nose because that is just where product likes to kind of slip off or not sit quite right. So we're gonna see how this goes on. Don't hate the way it's sitting. It's really just the way my nose is shaped. That particular part of it is that my nose right here, this crease is kind of deep. So it's a little difficult to get product in there. But right up here, the problem can sometimes be that those pores just don't cooperate and products will kind of slip off or look patchy. If I'm dry, they'll look patchy. If I'm keeping up with my skin really well, they'll still slide off sometimes. Okay, my first impression of this foundation is I really do like it. It feels like it sits on there well. I didn't have really any problems on this part of my nose. Getting it in the sides is always a little bit of an issue for me, but I think that's more because I have a little bit of a deep crease right there. So that happens with most foundations. I love the way it's sitting on my face. I really like kind of the glow that I have. It does feel very radiant, very soft. And this lighting, it might look a little bit shiny. This is a very bright ring light that is in front of me. So that's kind of to be expected. But I feel like this is a really nice finish. And the color match is very good, which is just very surprising considering I did order this online. So for concealer, I'm going to be trying the Giorgio Armani High Precision Retouch Concealer. This I actually found from an article on Birdie is the website. I have found several holy grail products from that website, from their articles and their editor picks. Sometimes they interview dermatologists, makeup artists, but they have some really good articles, and I have found some really good products from those articles. So I went looking for best concealers for dry under eyes, and this was in an article that they had on their site about best concealers for dry under eyes. So I decided to try it. That being said, when I purchased this, I was not really paying attention and didn't realize just how small this is. This is a very small amount of product. I think this is 0.14 of an ounce. It's not a lot. So for the price, this is pretty high up there, but we'll see how it works. I ended up getting number 2, which is the second shade, pretty obviously. The first one was a little too pink, and I just didn't want to go that route. I prefer more neutrals on my face, so this was the neutral, the lightest neutral shade they had. Try it out. It was supposed to be really good for if you have, you know, kind of creasing that happens from dryness. I don't have many fine lines. They're very shallow, the ones that I do have, because I'm 29, I'll be 30 this year. So fine lines are not the biggest concern for me, but still, I don't like stuff that settles. And on this eye, I do have one little crease, just one little line that I've had most of my life that concealer sometimes likes to get into. So we're gonna see if this settles in there or not. I'm using a 110 face shape brush from Zoeva to blend this out. I will say off the bat that this kind of doesn't have, I didn't expect it to be full coverage, but when I went to blend it out, there wasn't enough product for as far as I was blending. So you'll see it started to move product right there is what I'm noticing. I see some redness coming through, which means I need a little bit more product, which is kind of a bummer because for this to be so small, I was hoping that a little bit would go a long way, and it doesn't appear like that's the case. I still do a little bit of a version of the triangle. I know that's kind of out of date nowadays, but it's what works for me, you guys. I love it. I do notice that it's lightened that area up, which is the main thing that I want concealer to do under my eyes. Like I said, I didn't feel like it went a long way. I was hoping a little bit would go a long way for this price point, but that being said, it does lay beautifully, so we'll see how it looks once I set it with some powder and as the day goes on. So now I'm going to use this Lancome Absolue powder in Absolue Peche. Peche? I feel like Jenna Marble saying that. I wanted to try this powder for years. I've heard so many people talk about it. It was a big Jaclyn Hill favorite back in the day, and I've just always wanted to try it. And I never got around to ordering it, and now I finally have, and we're gonna see how it works. To set my under eyes, I am going to use a damp beauty blender. This is the way that I normally set my under eyes, so I kind of want to keep things consistent to my normal application methods, just so I can give everything kind of a fair first impression. This beauty blender is clean, it just is stained. Has there ever been in the history of beauty blenders a beauty blender that did not stain? Alright, just going in there. Why not? So this is kind of how I normally, oh my gosh, you guys. Oh! 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 Gotta wipe it away. Ah! Ah! That is, they are not, oh my gosh, they are not kidding when they say radiant. This is not a powder to set your under eyes. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh, what have I done? How do I undo it? It looks like a moon under my eyes. No, Jesus, we must fix this. Okay, we're gonna try to fix this because that powder does not work for the under eyes. We will see what it does for the rest of the face, but I'm absolutely 100% not setting my other under eye with that. And I'm gonna try to fix this with my normal powder, which is the Hourglass Translucent Veil. So I'm gonna try to fix this because that's just, you guys, that's just too, that is way too, I mean, that's not working for me. I will not try that again. My first impression of the Lancome Absolue powder is it's a no for under eye. We will see what it does for the rest of the face. But under eye, no, 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 no. I felt like a literal moon face. I have some extra weight on my face because I just had a baby 7 months ago and I'm still nursing. So already I felt like a moon face, and that just really brought it home. So next I'm going to try this Tom Ford Eye Color Quad in Arabesque. I had a different quad on my list from them, but when I went to order, this was a new one, and when I saw the colors, I really liked it even more than the one that I originally had on my wish list. So I ended up ordering this one. I have been so into quads lately. I think they're just easy, simple, and the truth is, oops, I lost a little sponge there. The truth is that I usually gravitate towards just using like 1 or 2 shades at a time. I'm not super artistic with my eye makeup. I will not tell a lie. So this is kind of about what I need is a quad. So I'm gonna go in with this lightest shade in here and just put it all over my lid from lash line up to brow bone. I absolutely love to just do a shimmer wash all over the lid and then do something darker just on my lid and up into my crease, kind of blow it out. That's just kind of my everyday go-to look. So I'm going to use a Sigma E25 blending brush, and I think I'm actually going to go with this brown in the bottom right corner and do exactly that. I'm just going to put it all over my lid. These shades are really, these shadows, these kind of like, sometimes these luxury quads, Charlotte Tilbury also has one that I really enjoy, and I feel like these kinds of luxury quads really suit the kind of makeup I like to do, which is just 1 or 2 shades on my lid. I like them to be buttery, I like them to just be soft, radiant, nice. I'm not trying to do like really defined makeup artistry. I don't have time, and that phase of my life is kind of over, to be honest. I used to be like that. I used to use all different kinds of shades in a palette and really go for it, but now this is kind of what I like. It's just a couple shades and kind of blow them out and make them look really nice and soft, and that's what I like. So I have done this. I really, really like these. That is so buttery and nice, and those shades are really beautiful. I'm really enjoying that shade. So especially this one, I feel like it's soft but bronzy, and it goes really well with my eyes, which I always like. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think that's really beautiful. I will use a little bit of this later after I've done my lower eyeliner, but for right now I'm gonna move on to a pigment that I got, because I do sometimes like to press on a little bit of pigment with my finger or a cream shadow, something like that, just to make stuff pop a little bit. And I did pick up 2 from Victoria Beckham Beauty, you guys. So my camera cut me off and you did not get to see me apply the lid luster from Victoria Beckham in Mink. I love it. Let me just first start off by saying it is light reflective. It's a beautiful, like, kind of, I wouldn't even call it bronze, almost pewter. I just put it right on the lid and then blended it out into my crease. It is gorgeous. It applies like a dream, and I'm honestly not surprised. Victoria Beckham Beauty has been on my wish list to try since she launched the brand. I am in awe of the brand she is building and the way she's doing it. I think she's really doing it right. She's focusing on clean beauty, sustainable packaging, cruelty-free, but all the while maintaining that luxury performance, is the way they put it, is luxury performance, which, great tagline there, great keywords. And really, this is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous product. It applied like a dream. And the really cool thing about this is all of the lid lusters have crystals infused in them. So I guess kind of like crystal dust. And then they call it aura amplifying. We'll see if it does that. I don't know how to test that, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, first impression is really good. So I have another product from Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is the Satin Kajal liner. I got the shade Bronze. The site called this a light reflecting alternative to black. I usually use cream in my waterline just to kind of open the eye, but I figured let's try this. It may be a little dark, but I'm willing to try it. So it is sticking in the waterline. That's always the #1 big thing I look for first. I'm gonna line my top waterline, which I don't always do because I do have lash extensions. But I think I just need to because this is darker than I'm used to, so I think I'm gonna feel a little weird if I don't have that top waterline lined. I do feel like it's not as harsh as black, but it still is a little darker than I'm used to, but it did feel really smooth going on. I don't notice any irritation yet, which probably is because this is, like I said, a clean brand. So it's formulated without a lot of things that, you know, would be products that you would maybe want to keep away from your eye. You know, just as a side note, if you are curious about what clean beauty is, what that means, be sure to subscribe. I have a full face of clean beauty makeup first impressions video coming next week, next Friday, that I think you'll like to see. I'm also going to go over what is clean beauty, why does it matter, and try out a few different clean beauty products that I've never tried before. So I'm going to take some of this bronze shade from the Tom Ford Quad and just take a smudge brush and kind of smudge out this lower lash line because I feel like it's just too stark with the liner without something. So since I have lash extensions, I don't put mascara on my top lashes, but I did just pick this up from Walgreens. It's a lash separator. I saw it when I was in Walgreens and thought, that's worth a try. So I'm gonna separate my lashes with this guy. I am gonna put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. Since I have lash extensions, I like to try to use water-based mascaras just because they are safer for lash extensions. And even though my bottom lashes don't have lash extensions, I feel like some of the residue does get on the top lashes. So this is the wrong mascara. I usually use Lancome Definicils, and this is apparently Hypnose Drama. So I don't know if this is water-based or not, but oh well, it's what we've got. All right, for bronzer slash contour, I'm gonna be using the Hollywood Contour Wand in Fair Medium from Charlotte Tilbury. I've seen so many good reviews about this. A few of the YouTubers that I really like and trust have used this, so I've been waiting a while to try it myself. Charlotte Tilbury products have always kind of been hit or miss for me. I either really love them or I really do not like them. And the last bronzer I tried from Charlotte Tilbury, I was just not a fan of. Ooh. So I've been holding off on this one even though I saw such good reviews, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try it out, and I'm going to use, this is a Real Techniques brush that I just picked up at Walgreens, but the bristles feel like this would be good for blending. So when it comes to contour blending, so that's what we're gonna try. Got a hair that won't go away. Oh! This is, I feel like this is drying quick, so I'm gonna go for it pretty quick. I really like this contour wand. I was not steered wrong with this one. It is a really nice product. It blends out really well. It's soft. Obviously, you could put more product on if you wanted something more sculpted than this, but for me, this is really right on point. I really like it. So next up, I'm going to be trying a blush from the brand Kjaer Weis. This is a company that I was really excited to try as well because, again, it's a focus on clean beauty, sustainable packaging, and they really focus as well on organic farming. So they try to get a lot of their products from organic farms. I think it's something like 95% of their ingredients come from organic farms, which is, I didn't even know makeup came from farms, but so cool. This packaging is gorgeous, by the way, that it comes in the box. Just so gorgeous. And I got the Case for Life option. So basically how it works is with Kjaer Weis, you buy a case with the product, and then you can buy refills that are at a lower price. So I believe with the case, this was $56, and then a refill for this case would be $32 for the same product. It would go in here, which is a great concept, and I really like that. And again, such nice packaging, really well made. Ooh, it's like a coral almost, I think. That is blending out like a dream. It's not removing my foundation under. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I love it. That is a great color. I think this was a great color recommendation, and oh my gosh, I just love the way it blends out. This is, again, this is a Real Techniques brush that I picked up in Walgreens. I really like Real Techniques brushes. I think that's just proof you don't always have to go high end with everything. I love this because I feel like the shade just looks like it says sun touched. I feel like it looks like the right amount of color for my skin type, and this really does look pretty much like what my skin would look like if I failed to put on sunscreen one day. Which you shouldn't do. Don't do that. And I like to get my temples. I just always, or this might not be temples, but over my brows I always put a little bit of my blush up there. Just feel like it pulls everything together. It's a nice cream blush. Creamy, smooth, applies evenly, doesn't ruin the foundation under. I like this. Next up, I'm going to try the Illuminator from Ilia. This is in the shade Polka Dots and Moonbeams, which is a pearl. I had already picked this up for a clean beauty video, and so I'm going to try this out today instead of the Natasha Denona. It's very pretty. It does feel tacky, which I think is something that I commonly find with cream highlighters, and I don't love, I'll be honest, I don't love that sticky tacky feeling. Not my favorite, but it is a really nice little bit of shine. It doesn't feel overpowering. This is nice. I just feel like I don't love the tackiness that I'm finding with it. That may mean that it wears longer, which is good, and I don't feel it once it's on the face. It's just when I'm applying it, it feels quite tacky. We'll see how it wears. So I'm going to do my brows now. I feel like this is a weird time to do brows, but this is just the point of my makeup where I feel like I like to do brows is right before I do my setting powder, and then I always do my lips last. It's just the order that's comfortable for me. I know everybody's a little different. Let me know below, kind of, do you find anything weird about your routine where you feel like you maybe do something a little bit out of order from what other people do? I'm interested to hear. So I'm going to try the Diorshow Brow Styler. I actually wanted to try this because Alana Davis talked about it. And then I'm also going to try the 24-hour brow setter to set it. I saw this used on an Instagram video to kind of get the fluffy brow, and I really liked that. So I'm going to fill in with this, and then I'm going to try this fluffy eye. As for the pencil, I can tell you already, I really do like the way that this applies. It's creamy, the strokes are fun. I really like this, just off the jump. I like it. And I'm going to put on this brow setter, 24-hour brow setter, to set them. This is holding the little hairs up, which is what I saw it do in the Instagram video and why I wanted it. That kind of fluffy, more natural brow is really what I like. I don't like a very super defined brow. So I really like this. We'll see if it actually holds them in place at the end of the night. Okay, now for powder. Since I have tried that Absolue powder under my eye and I've seen just how radiant it is, already this foundation is dewy, and I am not going to set it with that radiant powder. I am going to use that radiant powder kind of where I've highlighted, just to see if it kind of sets but maintains that highlight. But for the rest of my face, I am going to use my normal powder just because I wasn't expecting it to be that radiant. Kind of silly, I know. I know it says it's Absolute radiant powder. They're not lying. It is radiant. I'm just gonna lightly set my face with my Hourglass powder. I just really tap it in. I don't swirl and try to move everything around. I just want to lightly set it because, like I said, I have dry skin. How many times can I say like I said? I do have dry skin, and so I don't like to look too powdered, but I want to feel like everything is kind of set in place and is melded together and just sitting nicely. So like I said, I put this all over. I did it again. So now I'm going to try the Absolute powder, And I'm just going to put it really where I highlighted because it is a very glowy powder, let me tell you. Ooh. So I definitely have some thoughts about this powder. I think that exactly where I put it are pretty much the only places I would put it. I definitely would not set my whole face with this because to me, this is like a highlighter. I get that I'm not like an over the top highlighter person, but for me, this is beaming. Beaming. All right, we're gonna finish up with the lips. I saw this color. This is Wedding Day from Lawless. Saw this color on Instagram and I fell in love immediately. It reminded me of my very favorite lip color, which is Faux from MAC. This is a clean brand though. So if this is even somewhat similar, which now that I'm looking at it in person, I don't know how similar it's going to be, but if it's somewhat similar, I will be very excited to have a clean alternative. Let's try it out. You'll see that I kind of apply quite a bit. That's because my lips are pretty pigmented, and since I'm not trying a lip pencil today, I need a couple coats. This layers nicely. Like I said, I have a couple coats on, and I feel like it's not peeling up, it's not moving around, it's not coming outside the lines. This is a nice lipstick. It feels very satiny, very smooth. And this color is exactly what I was going for. This feels very similar to Faux, the way that Faux looks on my skin tone. I love this. I'm excited. This is a win. Oh my gosh. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna be trying this Fenty lip gloss. This is in the color Fussy, which is a shimmering pink. I had seen several YouTubers talking about this lip gloss, but what really made me decide to pull the trigger, put it in the cart, check out, and try it on was I saw an Instagram story from Jessica Braun, and she said, if you have pigmented lips, this is a good gloss for you. I do have pigmented lips. My lips are very pink. They have a lot of pink pigment to them. Some things just don't show up on them at all. They just disappear. So I want to try this. I think this is something that I would like to try when I have no lipstick on. And to be honest, usually I just stick with a satin lip when I do a lipstick. I don't put a gloss over it usually, but I really want to try this. So we're going to put on a gloss today. We're going to see. That's beautiful. It feels nice and it is beautiful. And I think I've also heard Raw Beauty Kristi talk about these lip glosses, which means I shouldn't end up with that white kind of deal going on where your saliva kind of collects, because Raw Beauty Kristi is always talking about that. I relate to it. I hate when that happens. It is why I often avoid lip gloss. So hopefully that's not going to happen, because I have seen that she uses this and I know that is a big pet peeve of hers. All right, so which products are hits for me on the first impression? Remember, this is just a first impression, so I don't know how these will all hold up. But just going off my first impressions, I have to say the hits for me are this blush. Creamy, went on so well, and I really love the color. I think it's beautiful. The contour wand, that was a hit. It's soft, it blends out really nicely. I like this type of contour where it's just soft, sculpts a little bit, defines a little bit, but I don't feel like I'm chiseled or trying to change my features. I just feel like I'm enhancing them. This is a hit for me on the first impression. This lid luster from Victoria Beckham in Mink. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I am absolutely 100% in love with this. Kudos to you, Victoria Beckham. I want to see how it wears throughout the day, and tonight we're going to dinner, but oh my gosh, this applied like a cream, so just effortlessly. It blended out beautifully with the brush. It is gorgeous. Just to clarify, because I know you guys didn't get to see me apply this, the camera did cut off. I applied this with my finger and it went on beautifully. Just gorgeous, like butter, And then I blended it out with a crease brush. Beautiful. This is a hit for me. This Dior brow styler, I really like the way that this did. Honestly, I'm not an expert at brows. I'm not going to pretend to be. I like them to look pretty natural, fluffed out. I'm not going to stress out too much about them because I just don't have that kind of time in my life. But this is a nice product. if it stays on well, this could be a new favorite. And last but not least, on the hits list, this lip combo, the Lawless lip color in Wedding Day in this fussy gloss from Fenty Beauty. Oh my gosh, this is honestly my perfect lip color duo. This is exactly what I like. It's like a cool pink beigey, maybe kind of nude. This is, whatever this color is, this is what I go for. This is what I love. I am so excited that I found this, especially because Lawless, this is clean. This is a clean alternative to my MAC favorite. This is awesome. Which products are misses? The Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner, only because I'm just not a dark liner person. So for me, it's a miss. I think it's applied beautifully. It's staying in place so far. We'll see how it wears throughout the night, but I really just don't like this color. I just don't like dark colors. That leads me to my final questions. Which products do I want to keep trying and which just kind of, what's the word, whelmed me? You know, you can be overwhelmed and underwhelmed. Can you just be whelmed? A few products just whelmed me. So the one product I would say that really just whelmed me is this Ilia highlighter. I just feel like it was a little sticky. I don't feel like it added much. And I think that the highlight that I do have going on is mainly from this Lancome Absolute powder. I think that's really where this highlight's coming from. This is what I really want to keep trying. I can't form an opinion just yet. I will say that on first impression, I will not use this all over. I will not use it to set my under eyes, but I do really like the way that it's looking now that it's set down and kind of melded a little bit to my skin. I really like the way that it's looking on the high points of my face. So I'm glad that I tried this and I'm gonna keep trying it. The Tom Ford Quad. I really like the way that it wore. It looked really nice going on. This is something I do want to keep trying. I can't tell you for sure if the price point is worth it because this is just a first impressions, but it applies beautifully. It is a very nice creamy eyeshadow pigment formula. It looks really nice going on and these colors are beautiful. Only time though is going to tell if these are colors that I start reaching for. You never know. I feel like I kind of know myself and what colors I'm going to reach for, and then sometimes I just notice after a couple months like, oh, I'm really not reaching for that quad or that palette the way I thought I would. So only time is going to tell if I get the use from this to make it worth it. Another product that so far has just whelmed me is this concealer from Armani. I just feel like it should go a little bit further than it did. I feel like I had to apply a little bit more than I would have liked to, especially at this price point for this small amount of product. The brow setter, the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. I will have to keep trying this only because this is a product that makes the claim that it's going to set your brows for 24 hours. Off first impression, it's holding my brow hairs up the way that I wanted the product to. That was the reason that I tried this product. I saw that Instagram video where it held the brows in that fluffy position. Right now it's holding them where I want to. I just need to see how long it will last. Last but not least, this Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. That is a mouthful. It applied very beautifully, and I'll be honest, as it's sitting on my skin, I love the finish. My skin still looks like my skin. It's evened out. I don't feel like it's overly shiny. I did set it with a powder, but you saw I set it very lightly. I like the way that it's wearing. It's the right shade match for me, I think. Fingers crossed. My shade can be a little difficult sometimes because I am very neutral. I can't have too much pink. I can't have too much yellow. To be honest, I can't have any pink. If there's pink in a foundation, it's game over. It doesn't work well for me. Same goes for yellow. I really need a neutral tone. This one is it. This one is very neutral. It's sitting really nicely on my skin. I really like it. I do want to see, is it going to break up on my nose? Is it going to break up on my chin? My nose and my chin are the two places that foundation will break up first. So that's going to be the test for this guy. Does it stay on? Does it last? So I'm going to see how it lasts throughout the rest of the night. Hopefully it'll be a good one because that is a heck of a price point. I hope you guys enjoyed this full face first impressions. I really enjoyed playing with this makeup. I feel really pretty, which is really exciting as a mom and as a woman in general. So I'm really excited about some of these products. Please let me know down below which products do you want to see me keep trying. I will do a speed review video at the end of March this month. So the products that I keep trying, I'll update you about my kind of better evolved review on them. Be sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell so that you will get notified when that video comes out. Also, head on over to my Instagram. I have my March giveaway going on. You can enter over there. And if you are seeing this video after March, it's okay, you're not too late. I plan on doing monthly giveaways, so you might have missed March, but you can get in on April, May, June, July, August, any of the months. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great day.